14 UKIP councillors have called on their leader to resign from his post at Thanet District Council. Chris Wells is at the moment the only UKIP council leader in the country.
But he suffered a major blow last week when his local plan for thousands of new homes on the Manston Airport site was thrown out. Piers Hopkirk has the details.
As the only UKIP-controlled authority in the UK, the party hoped Thanet would prove an East Kent bridgehead. But today the party's flagship administration is facing a split, as 14 UKIP councillors turned on their leader Chris Wells, calling for his resignation.
We are not interested in wholesale slaughter of the Cabinet. There's a lot of great experience in the Cabinet, but we believe that a fundamental change is needed at the leadership at the top.
Councillor Matterface.
The issue behind the division, fundamental differences over Thanet's local plan. Last week, 12 UKIP councillors voted against their leader as they rejected plans for future housing provision, deemed excessive, as well as plans to put homes on the Manston Airport site. Councillor Wells would not give us an interview today, but his anger at last week's vote was clear.
We've had a lot of people who behaved irresponsibly this evening, and the very people who created that chaos now want to run the council. They've just castrated this council in a way that is disgraceful.
I shall respect the next steps in the constitutional process and will therefore not be resigning as party leader.
It's been a turbulent few days for senior figures in UKIP. Party leader Henry Bolton himself rejecting calls to quit, following criticism of his relationship with party activist Joe Marnie.
I think the fact that UKIP is struggling in Thanet, in Kent, in the southeast of England, is in many respects reflective of the party's serious problem. This is a core heartland for the UK Independence Party and also for Euroscepticism. It is also an area of the country that UKIP once had a very strong presence on the local council. And I think that, in a way, has become a symbol of UKIP's decline.
Tonight, the UKIP rebels gave Chris Wells this ultimatum: go now or be pushed.
Piers Hopkirk is live in Ramsgate for us now. Difficult one to answer, Piers, but what happens next?
Well, it is a tricky one, Rob, because we haven't heard from Chris Wells. He hasn't offered up any kind of comment or interview opportunity today. But certainly the so-called rebels behind this coup tell me that it is a pretty binary choice. Either he resigns, or they say they will push through some kind of political mechanism to force his resignation. And I understand that could be, for instance, a vote of no confidence in him as council leader. Now, Councillor Stuart Piper, you heard from there in my report, told me this evening. He said he can make it smooth or he can make it as difficult as possible, but Chris Wells must go.
OK, Piers, thank you.